Yes. Check Twitch. Yep, Twitch is live. Check in YouTube. Oh, here we go. YouTube's live. Right, okay, we're good to go. So, my microphone's working? Yes, it is. Good. Welcome back. And I think we can just keep on going. So, I'm quite eager for them to get this stockpile dug out so that we can start moving stuff down. Meanwhile, upstairs, I want to put a stockpile which is stone. I'll probably edit that a little bit, but let's put a stone stockpile just there. And that will be just for, we don't want metal ores there, so we'll forbid them. If we come across anything, stay where they are. Yep, the economic stones. Economic stone only, so that'll bring the dolomite up to the surface. In fact, block everything. Just make it dolomite. And wheelbarrows. Want to increase that to 3. Okay. Now, have we made any hatches? Let's see. So build me. Turn on planning mode because they certainly won't have made enough of them, but we'll put one over each of the top of each of these. Just to give us a little bit of security of some description. What's that? It's a weasel. We should have a look at what other things we've got on the map actually. Sea otters, a weasel and a drake. Fine. Okay, so we've now got the ability to put a stockpile down here, and I'll change the settings on that so that, yes, animals, furniture, that didn't take it, oh, enable, that's why. Ammo, coins we don't need to worry about. Bars and blocks I'm not going to worry about, or gems, finished goods, leather, cloth, weapons, armour, sheet if we get any. Yeah, just all the things. So that should bring down the things that are in our wagon upstairs then. Okay. Let's see if the miners have still got stuff to dig. They obviously have. I would like to get somewhere for the turkeys pretty quick, so let's start working out where they're going. So from here, it would be not there actually. From here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so that's a straight line, but we want to leave the wall in. And then around here, I want to leave a wall as well. Bring it across the front there. So let's say not you and not you. But we do want this all dug out. And then we want a door there and a door there. And I think I'll split this into 2 rooms. We'll have one for the breeding turkeys and then one for the chicks as they come. So dig across there and across there, but we'll leave a wall in the middle. Okay, and then they can dig out this space. Or you can dig out that space too. Not sure if I've told them to dig that bit yet. That is waiting for someone with brewing or plant gathering. Well, there's plenty of people who can do that. Okay, so now you've got that, I want to brew drink from plants. We haven't got any barrels, so they can't yet. Okay, so I'll need to go up to the surface. Let's go there. Right, you're constructing beds. You're making wheelbarrows. Don't know how many you'll have made so far. Let's put a workflow on it. Yeah, currently got 13. So 10 to 11 will be just fine. And now add wooden barrels. Is V? Yes, it is. Okay. Make me barrels. 5 to 10 will do fine. Now we should also have a guy making blocks, so let's start building some walls. The walls want to be from here. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th. So from there, on dolomite blocks. Okay, right, now let's do that again, but this time we'll put on box select. Go from here to here. Now I will want to leave some doors in place to start with. So I'll just take it to there for now. We'll put a door on that corner. We also need some nest boxes. How are you doing for beds? How many beds did I tell you to make? You're going to be busy for a while. So once you've made barrels, make me some nest boxes. We need a craft of this. Right, so build me a workshop. Not a burrow, build me workshop. Crafts dwarfs workshop. And we want that any old logs will do. We have another petition. Somebody else who wants to join us for eradicating monsters, feel free. Okay, we should have a barrel now, so I'll be able to set up brew drinks from plants, yes. And make me drinks of any material. I would like to keep that over 100 ideally. We'll say 100 to 150. Then we're going to need a kitchen, so build me a kitchen. Put the kitchen in the other end. Should start making these things out of dolomite blocks now. And also want to start making the farms, so I'll put a doorway there and a doorway there, then we'll dig out across here. So how are we doing upstairs? We still have some stuff on the wagon. Yeah, stuff that just needs moving. But everybody's just a bit busy. Let's see how the stockpile's doing. Is it full? No, we haven't even started moving stuff down here yet. Right, but what we can do is to get, they're not there, from here to here, taking away that bit. And we'll add the turkeys down there, and it just gets them out of harm's way then. So that's going to be a pen pasture. For all of our breeding turkeys and our roast dinners. Might be too small to have them all there. How many have I put in? Probably just put 4 and a rooster. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll say not you. Have the gobbler down there as well. Looks like I've told them to mine something that I didn't mean them to do. So let's build a construction of wall. What's that corner there? And now we can put another animal zone down here in a pasture, and move the rest of the turkeys down here. Now I think what I'll need to do is to go to this one. Have a look at the animals that are in it. We'll take the turkey hens out so that they then will be unpastured, and I can see which ones are in this pasture, separate from the ones in the other. So coming down here now, and I'll be able to say who's not pastured. That's nice. Okay. Right, back up to the surface. They've built that wall. So now let's build another bit of wall. So from here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so the wall is on it. Go across to here. And this should be on the diagonal. So let's just get, where's my cursor? My cursor's there. So if we check, yes it is. Okay, good, good. Yeah, because of the door there. Okay, has the kitchen been built? Not yet. Still haven't moved anything into here, and we do have idlers. Let me check those settings. Furniture, ammo, finished goods, leather, cloth and thread. Yeah, so they should be able to bring things down. Let's just have a quick check on Dwarf Therapist. Oh no, oh, right, someone's moving stuff. Everybody is busy doing something. Fine. Now, it would really benefit them if I can set them up with somewhere to sleep. I think what we'll do is we'll dig out what's probably going to be a stockpile room or a crafting room or something like that. I'll do it in a dolomite area because we'll need those blocks. We can just give them a dormitory for the moment. So we want that to dig all the way around. And then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Leaving the wall. Leaving the wall there as well. That can come across to there. Some doors. And then just remove those bits. Okay, we can dig that out. That can be a temporary dormitory. We'll put the beds down there. Might even make some tables and chairs and very quickly make a dining room for them in the same place. So, how are you doing? Yeah, you'll be making blocks forever. You're still making hatches. Wheelbarrows and barrels. Beds. Waiting for someone to construct that. Not sure why we have so many people visiting us so early, and being quite happy to join us to eradicate monsters. It may be because we are so close to a bad place, a place of fun. And another petition. Eradicating monsters. Yes, that would be great. I don't know if I can put these people in my military. Let me just check. No, so I guess we can't actually put them in the military until they join us as citizens. So they'll just be milling around and drinking our alcohol until such a point as we need them. Right, it would be good to get rid of that tree because it's going to be in the way. Also, those two trees. That should do. I mean, we'll want to get rid of the trees outside the walls and stuff like that, but that's less of a concern just at the moment. Right, as for hatches, I'm going to want to put hatches down here. So let's build hatches. Planning mode is on. It's there, there, there. Alright, so they are moving the stuff now, which is good. And we can get rid of the wagon, which will make it easier to see if there's still anything out there. Oh, kitchen's been built. So let's start making some easy meals to get us going. And we shall... biscuits of any material. 5 to 10. We'll probably make that... probably want about 20. No, actually, just 10 to 20. Another petition. More people trying to eradicate monsters. I'm wondering if this is an indication of the number of monsters we have in the area. Okay, so the miners are getting on with things down here. So I'm pretty sure that if something was to come and attack us...
Summer has arrived.
Summer, okay. Yeah, I think if something was to come and attack us, the people who are here visiting, who are here to eradicate monsters, I think they would jump to our defense. Okay, wheelbarrows are in use, that's good. Another petition? Sure. want to set up a meeting room away from our main pasture area as soon as we can. Grass doesn't get too trampled. And I'd like to get the dwarves out there. But it is summer, so do need to build the trade depot. Put it up here out the way for the moment. So that I'm pretty sure is outside the walls. We'll just move it a bit further outside the walls in case I got it wrong. Out of dolomite blocks. In fact, let's make it out of... I'll be moving. Have we got... that's still waiting. Oh, it's waiting for anyone who can do crafts work. I don't believe we got anyone set up to do crafts work. I think our carpenters... We'll get the carpenters set up to do wood crafting. So, you two. When you're not doing other things. What was... Bernie was once a carpenter and now it isn't. Oh yeah, of course. I did fix the profession. So he's now a soldier, as is Tekut. Tekut in the army? Customization? No, you should be soldier. Yeah, switch that back on, but you can do masonry, you can do animal training, and you can do architecture. Okay. You're still on hatches. Once you've done hatches, I want you to start working on doors. So, build me some rock doors of dolomite. I'm going to want doors of dolomite. Shall want, well actually 5 to 10 is probably fine, just to start with. How are we doing for bringing all the stuff in? Still a little bit of ammo there. Good. Okay, so I think that's the last of our outdoor kit that's now being picked up. And we can start building some more wall. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It goes on the outside of there, up to here. Dolomite blocks. So that's the wall of the stairs. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the wall. Okay. Oh, another petition. Eradicating monsters. And another petition for eradicating monsters. Oh, did I just say no? Or I just ignored it? Right, how are we going for the mining? Okay, so I'm going to start building the beds. Planning mode. And we'll just put a bunch of them down against that wall. They are going to need to move the rocks and blocks and things out of the way as they place them, so it's easier if I do them row by row. Actually, they don't seem to have had a problem. Right, build me some more beds then. Here, 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 and here. And then what I'm going to do is the trick of making it a bedroom, but making it just a 1x1 bedroom. See, so if I go that small, that should do it. And then that one will be a bedroom. Tiny little 1x1. Don't even get your own wall. But it'd be better than thinking of it as a dormitory. Here. Okay. That's 5 of them will go and claim beds for themselves. Okay, I think you suspended that because there was rocks in the way. There's no rocks in the way now. Possibly that one too. There we go. Right, so another bedroom. And another bedroom. And the 4th bedroom. Okay. So that should at least stop them from sleeping out in the rain. And they'll feel better about the bed being considered to be a bedroom than they would have declared it a dormitory. A bit more fiddly, but it keeps them happier. Would like them to start making some tables and chairs. We have a depot made. Crafts workshop's been made. Okay, so first of all, make me some wooden nest boxes. We're gonna need 4 of them. And once you've done that, start making me some wooden cups, because they'll be upset about drinking. They're having to drink straight out the barrel at the moment, and they get a bit upset about that. Right, have we built any doors? Might have, but I'm going to put planning mode on. Put a door there. The other door we'll put up in the corner here. Okay, so now build me a construction, a bit more wall. So it will go 1, 6, 7 here. And we'll take it across to there. Addition. Eradicating monsters, I approve. How are you getting on? Right, you're still making hatches. How are we doing for hatches? Have we got the bottom layer? Right, that's still being worked on. And I think I'll leave him to it. Oops. Once he's done that, I think I'll get him making some tables and chairs. And I think because we've got it and we want to get it out the way and it's pretty, I think we'll make it out of microcline. So we'll set up a workflow for microcline and just make it 1 or 2. And then we'll do microcline throne. And the same again, we'll put a workflow on it. Okay, but it'll be a while before he gets around to that. So in the meantime, I'm going to start building more wall. And let's see, it will go from, if I was building it on a diagonal, we want the inside to go along here. I think what I'll do is I'll bring it in. Let's try this. If we bring it in 4 and then this side we bring it in 4, then we bring it out again. 1, 2, 3. Now that doesn't look even to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not. That's why. So which way round do I want it? I think I prefer this one actually. So if we remove that out of there, I'm going to pause it so they don't start building it. Say remove, 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 and now build our wall from here to here. dolomite blocks. Yes, that's even. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, and then, alright, we can unpause that, but build me a door. The door goes there. And hopefully by the time we finish this section of the street, we'll have this all built. But I'm going to need to get them mining a bit more. So let's see. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, jumped it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And then they dig out all around the staircase. But they leave all intact. Dig along there and put in some doors. Okay, and then they don't dig that and dig, but they do dig along here and along. Yep, and then that's right for that. And I think I'll also get them digging down here and across there as well. Okay. Ah, he's just taken some microclines, so that means that he must be starting to make tables and chairs. Let's go back down to the dormitory, and I'm going to build here a table. I'm going to put it in planning mode. So we'll put, I like to leave a little gap. So the chairs will be there, the tables will be there. I'll put 2 tables and then chairs. And I'm just going to do it one by one so that they don't end up building half a room of tables and then the other half of the room of chairs without the tables and chairs being next to each other. Okay, but now we've got that in, I can say make this a dining room. Make it a touch bigger. Yeah, that big will do for now. Yeah, current owner, anyone. Tempted to make that the meeting hall. Maybe not for the moment. Not with it being so close to the dormitory. So they're busy mining out dolomite there. Right, we do need to build some farm plots. Oh, hello Bernie. Good morning to you. Okay. So, I want to make, let's see, what would work best in this area? Maybe making drip farms. Do one big plump helmet patch. yeah, maybe we use a big patch here for lump helmets. Bit along a little. And yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll put another one of the same size. We'll drop that over here, and that'll be for pigtails. We'll just get those going.
I'm here to move in with my successful dwarfing son.
Somebody's mother has arrived. Oh, good. So we've got migrants before anyone else. Right. What I shall do, Bernie, I'll just get them building. Because before I end the stream, I want to get this wall built. It's all about the wall. And then while they're building, I'll explain to you what's gone on. It was quite fascinating. Not a wall grate, a construction wall. So from here to one, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 down dolomite blocks from, and then here it's 1, 2, 3, 4 dolomite blocks, and then I'm gonna have to get that tree out of the way. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then from here to yeah, and that is even, I think. Yes, right. We'll get them building the other side too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to there, to there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's from here to here. And from here to here. All looks kind of square. Yeah, it'll make painting in warrens a lot easier when it's sort of 2 squares on top of each other. Right, well, while they do that, I shall just explain. Bernie says, what is all this about Season 2? Have you given up on your previous fortress? So, what happened at... Gosh, I can't even remember what number of episode it was. The last long session that I played, we had, let me just see, eradicated monsters. Yes, please do join us. We had a werebeast attack, and the werebeast infected somebody in the fortress. Our safe hospital worked fine. They got taken into the hospital and locked into the hospital, where immediately they turned into a werebeast. The archers started attacking them and killed them. Now, unfortunately, there's a very rare bug, so rare that it hasn't been reported on since July last year, and that is on occasions when your military attack somebody who is a civilian, or even for good reasons. So, and this happens when you're dealing with werebeasts, or somebody's going berserk, or for a variety of other reasons. A thing can happen called a loyalty cascade, and the loyalty cascade is also known as the Civil War bug. And what happens is it means that your military become enemies of the civilians. So that's what happened. Now, half of the base was in the military, because that includes the unarmed militia and everybody else. Fantastic. Right. I can start getting them to building the a little bit of a guard now against people, because a wall's not that good. It keeps out maybe weasels and things, and keep out some creatures, but most things can just climb over a wall. So I do need to now put in place an overhang. So let's first of all build an up-down stair. An upstair. Then I took that in a corner that's, we'll say, let's see, which one's got the most pebbly corner? This has. So that corner there isn't much use to anyone. I'll make it out of dolomite blocks, so it'll be there for a while. Okay, so yes, we had half the fortress was at war with the other half of the fortress, and loads of people. I mean, I'd lost, I think we lost about 25 dwarves to the civil war before I'd even realised what had happened. Right, now build me. All I could see was there was lots of people killing each other, and I wasn't entirely sure why. I'd heard of the civil war. See, so it is there. Okay, build a downstairs on top of that, out of dolomite blocks. So I went away, I did some research, and what I found was that there is a fix, and the fix is to run a command in DF hack, which is the console window at the side here. So I ran that to see if it would stop the civil war, but unfortunately it didn't recognise it as that bug. It couldn't find a loyalty cascade, so that meant it couldn't fix it. So the next option was then to try. Time is ticking. Let me just check these guys. Right, you've got nothing to do. So what I want you to do now is to make a load of woodcrafts so that we've got something to sell. Make woodcrafts on repeat. Crafts of any wood. I want to get away from using wood as fast as possible, but it'll do for now. Make 20 to 30, just so we've got something. Okay. And now that that up downstairs has been built, we can start putting in some overhangs. So build me floor. And I'm probably best off putting a little bit of floor around the stairs first so that they can move around. There we go. And then here, go to dolomite blocks, and then just start from this point going out. Wherever it's gonna let us. Then I have to cut down those trees before I can do those gaps there. So that'll do for now. And while I'm up here, build me a hatch on there. Didn't build the hatch. Build the hatch there. Okay. Right, so now I need to go down and get them up in those trees. Yeah, so the fix didn't work. Everybody was still at war with everybody else. So the next thing to try was retiring the fortress and going back and reclaiming it. Now when you retire a fortress and reclaim it, 2 weeks have passed. So I figured we were either going back to absolute carnage or there was a chance that it would have dealt with the bug. And when we got back, it had stopped the Civil War bug. So people were no longer fighting with each other. But as we were, it has some negative consequences. It scatters your animals around the place. Like, none of the animals belong to any of the pastures when they're when you retire a fortress. It's so in those 2 weeks they go wandering all over the place, and most of them went down into the caverns. So I sent people down into the caverns to go and claim the animals back and bring them back to the pastures. And that was when I noticed that the magma sea in the cavern was erupting. And this is another bug, and it's a bug that happens sometimes when you have. I'm just thinking I best check the farms. Are they still being built? Still waiting, that's fine. When you have when you reclaim a fortress, if you have a magma sea, that magma sea it's got something to do with calculating the pressure. It'll calculate the pressure incorrectly, and as a result you get the equivalent of a volcanic eruption. So the magma sea rises and starts to spread over the ledges that were containing it. The only thing you can do to stop that, I've got a load of idlers. The only thing you can do to stop that is to wall it in, but we weren't in a position where we could do that, and it also means that magma sea then can't be used for anything. So it means no magma forges, anything like that, and the magma will just spread continuously. It will. So it would have, best case, we could have closed off all our access to the caverns, and it would have eventually have filled both the first and the second cavern. So it was. It wasn't looking hopeful. So I decided what I'd do is retire that fort and go set up somewhere new. But to do that, because that was the only way, I did try retiring it and going back again, but the bug was still there, it was still erupting. So as an alternative, the only other thing to do was to either retire or abandon the fortress and then go and set up another one somewhere else. But that meant that people who had named characters like yourself in the game, I couldn't then go and name somebody else in the new fortress after you, because there's a Bernie Bear running around in the world somewhere, because the characters are perpetual until they die. So I thought I hadn't really set that world up with a view to long-term play anyway. So I thought, I'll take a bit of time and I'll set up a world that will sustain potentially several seasons of gameplay. So we can play this until the fortress is destroyed, and then go and set up another one, or we can abandon it and go elsewhere. And the world is geared up for that. So I won't be as restricted with where I set up as I would have been in the old world. So I thought, right, we'll have a new season, and that's what we did. And then for your second question, is your PC having problems again already, or why are you going down to 1 hour sessions rather than the 2 hour plus sessions? Because I was starting up a new world, and it was in the dead of the night when nobody's watching, and so I had nobody to disturb by starting and stopping, and I wanted to make a short one at the start, which was just setting up the world, and then I thought and then I'd start and stop the stream when we get into the actual embark. And then it got about an hour in, and I thought, why don't I just make 1 hour episodes? Because when people are watching, they usually, unless you're watching live, prefer that. So and it's, I don't know why, but it's really hot in here this morning, so it just gave me a chance to take a break and go and open the door and let the heat out. But no, my computer's working fine. It's doing really well. But on that note, what I'm going to do is take a quick break because we're coming up to the hour mark, and what I wanted to do before I ended this bit of the session is to get that wall built. But when I come back, if you or anyone else who's watching has any preferences, I'll quite happily switch over and start doing 2 hours again. But yeah, thanks for asking. I hope that helped. I hope that's a valid answer. But I shall be back shortly. Oh, and that also, by having it, means that I'm doing much more frequent quick saves as well, like on the hour. Right, see you in a little bit.